I'm a little bit early and I forgot to put a post up on Instagram, so I'm probably going to be on my own unless my regulars stop in. Yeah, I'm just here sitting waiting and I'm like, it's 3 minutes early. I'll just jump on, see if anybody shows up. Friday. What day are we of the thing now? Because we only go to 26th, don't we? So it's 2 more days after today. I am starting a new spin. You probably can't really see it on my bobbin at the moment. I managed to get my phone working as a camera again. I think my microphone is working. Let me just double check. Yes, I believe my microphone is working. Hi, Susanna. Yay, I'm not alone. I was just saying, I don't think I did. I forgot to put a post up on Instagram, and I was wondering if any of the regulars would show up. I finally started my fleece folk fibre spin. I went downstairs and finally took it downstairs just before and split it into fractal. Oh, good. Yes. I realised I have my hair on my microphone too, which I think might sometimes make rustling sounds. I don't know. Other people's microphones can do that, so I assume mine does. In other news, I am feeling a bit better today. How are you today, Susanna? Are you feeling better? My glands aren't quite as swollen today, so I think I'm on the mend. I think it was just a little bit run down from travel. So I got in and washed my hair today because that really needed to be done. So very pleased to have clean hair. It's not my favourite chore, I tell you what. I should really chop it all off, but I kind of like it. It's just hard to take care of because it's still damp, even though I washed it. Getting on for 3.5 hours ago, it's still damp. Oh, good. I'm glad you're better. Better as in back to normal, or just better than yesterday? I'm definitely feeling more alive. My glands haven't disappeared, but they don't hurt as much today, and they're not quite as much of an imposition. Should I advance? Yes, yes. So I'm doing today. It's all over the floor, so I'm not going to pick it up. But I am doing my fleece folk fibre. This is the second what do you call it? Second bumper fibre that Azra gave me. So that's what I'm working on today. I have split it for a fractal. So I'm doing my largest portion here. This is the first third. Hey, Nat's in the house. How you going today, Nat? Oh, really? Conditioner can keep your hair damp. Hi, Sean. Welcome. It's always good to have a new face. Well, a new name at least. Nat and Susanna are long-time regulars at these lives. So I was saying yesterday, I can always rely on them to say hi, make me not feel alone. So I'm very pleased to have another person in the chat. It's great. Do you spin, Sean? And whereabouts are you? Let us know. Are we talking to a fellow Aussie, or are you from somewhere in this wide world? God, my feet are cold today. Rinse quite a few times with certain conditioners. I think I rinse it out pretty well. Oh, you're fine, Nat. I just have a lot of hair. I think that's the problem. Like each strand is relatively fine, but I have a lot of hair on my head. Now, it's funny, every time I chop it off, like I can literally feel the lack of weight on my head. Oh, you're a knitter from Melbourne. Excellent. Wow, welcome. It's pretty much I just sit here and do this. Oh, it's 9 degrees up your way. I haven't checked down here. I don't know what it is here. But all I know is that my feet are freezing. I've got my socks on, my hand knit socks on, but my feet are cold. Put Elvis's jumper back on him today because his skin seems to be clearing up mostly. He's just got one spot left. So I put his jumper back on him today, and I think he's quite happy about that turn of events. You in the heating though, Susanna? I'm assuming if you got 21 degrees. How cold does it get over there? Is it very similar to Adelaide? Because I guess Perth and Adelaide aren't that far, I guess, apart. Where is Perth in relation to? Is it more like up towards Sydney kind of level, or is it closer to Adelaide level? I don't know if that affects weather. I'm not a meteorologist, but. And now that you've mentioned coffee, I feel like I want another coffee. Maybe I'll go and grab myself one when we're done here. Mm. Ooh, fun. I love test knitting. I haven't done one for a very long time. I don't think I know Nancy of Knit Sip and Happy. What type of cowl is it? Like, does it have textured stitches, some lace, color work? What is it? Tell us. Are you allowed to tell us, actually? I should probably preface it with that because sometimes they don't like things being shared. And what are you using? You can tell me what you're using. That should be safe. I've just had a thought. Susanna, last year you won a bat, didn't you? From that was you that won the bat from Trish. Did you end up getting that and have you spun it? Oh goodness, you get quite cold there then. So I feel like I was on Trisha's live when you got picked. I'd love to get Trish to make me a bat. I had a couple of mornings in Bendigo where it was like minus a degree. Sampler stitches, okay. Yeah, I'll have to look Nancy up because I'm not familiar. So I guess if she showed it on her podcast, that means it's not a surprise. It's not a secret, ultra top secret test. Because I've done a few tests, especially for there was a knitwear designer in Canada. I did a couple of tests for her, and this is a very very long time ago, but she was quite private about her tests, so I wasn't able to really share much about it until closer to the release date. So you never know. Every designer is different. Oh, that's okay. I'm sure Trish won't mind. How long have you been spinning, Susanna? Yeah, I find we don't get quite that cold down in Adelaide, Nat. But yeah, I can imagine you guys would. From recent memory, I feel like maybe 2 or 3 degrees is probably the coldest we get. I think night before last it got to about 3 point something. At least that's what Willy Weather on my phone had on my little widget. So I'm assuming it was that temperature at some point. I need to remember to advance my hook. I just get too busy spinning, and I forget to advance my hook. Oh, I brought while I'm paused, I brought my skein from yesterday. I've got it here. It's still damp, so I don't know how kind of what's the word indicative it will be of what it looks like when it's fully dry. But I will swap so I can see my camera. There we go. So I don't know if that's in focus or not, but that's my finished skein that I plied, that I finished spinning and plied yesterday. So it's very pretty. It's probably, the camera probably won't pick it up sufficiently to go through the stream and see all the different colours, but it is a very pretty skein, and yeah, it's still quite damp. So yeah, it's quite thin. I'm hoping it'll puff up a little bit as it dries, but I did promise yesterday that I would share that. So that's my one and only finished skein from Tour de Fleece so far. Oh gosh, you've been getting 0 regularly. Yeah, it's bloody cold. Do you have do you have open fire or anything in your house, or you just have heating, like regular electric heating? Oh yeah, the carpal tunnel wouldn't help. I was talking to Azra over the weekend about supported spindles because I've never tried them. Um, and I'm just like, oh gosh, that feels like a lot of, because I'm so used to doing spinning the way I do it. Like I feel like that's learning a whole new kind of skill set. But you'll have to let me know how you get on with those. All right, we'll see you in a bit, Susanna. Yeah, thank you. I'm pretty pleased with the skein. I do love my blends that I get from Fibre Art Sheds. So I just hope that I, haven't ruined that beautiful fibre by being slack in finishing the spin and then, having to mess around with it to get it finished. Split system. Yeah, right. Yeah, we want to eventually get a split system put in here because we could get one that like goes from the lounge room and up into the 2 bedrooms. So one day when I'm selling tons and tons of yarn and I can afford to, when I'm one of those famous yarn dyers that sells lots of yarn. Because we were initially offered today to get the trees taken down on the strata land for today. So I'm kind of glad that they didn't, because I wouldn't be able to do this now because it's very loud when they take those trees down. So yeah, we're probably going to get those taken down in a couple weeks, just at the start of August, I think. So that's a long time coming, and my asbestos fence hopefully will not crack, because that's why the trees have to come out, because they are pushing on my fence, and they should never have been left to grow as big as they are. But, you know, that's strata for you. But I'm looking forward to seeing how much extra light my backyard gets once they're gone. I was going to actually record my Bendigo wrap-up video today, and I don't think I'm going to get to it now. Because I was hoping my hair would dry a bit quicker, but, you know, what was I expecting in this weather? I didn't really want to film a main video for the channel with my hair all damp. Oh well, now it's the weekend again, so maybe I'll do it Monday. Should be able to get it recorded and edited now on the same day, so we'll see. So I don't want to touch any of the things that I bought until I've shown them off. I haven't written my notes yet either, because I do want to be have my thoughts in order before I start talking off the cuff, because I'm not good at talking off the cuff. If you guys would be surprised how much I chop out of my regular videos. I have to take so many tangents and odd random thoughts out all the time. I mean, some of them I keep in if I think they're partially relevant. I wouldn't be surprised. People stop past my channel, hit one of my blathering sessions, and just like, oh god, that's why my retention time is bad. So people just go, oh gosh, this girl talks too much. Actually, I have been told that I talk too much, but it's like, what do you expect? It's like I'm talking about my craft. What am I supposed to do? Just sit and hold it up at the camera and just not say anything about it? It's like I don't really pay attention much to those sort of comments. I'm just like, well, my channel's not for you. I'm sure there's plenty of other channels out there that you can watch. I've been getting the urge to declutter again. But then I think about how do I get rid of all of the stuff? And then I kind of get scared and don't want to do it. Oh, really? Where's the fun in that? Don't you want to chat to people? Especially if people are taking time out of their day to sit and watch. I mean, unless it's like an ASMR and it's specifically people have gone there for the silence. But I don't think anybody's come to my channel ever for the silence. I feel really awkward when I don't have anything to say and I just sit here quietly and spin. I feel like my brain goes into overdrive trying to think about things to say. I need to declutter everything in my house, clothes, kitchen items, craft stuff. You know, every room in my house has so much stuff in it. Yeah, that's what I think, Sean. It's like unless you're specifically looking for an ASMR quiet, just want to watch and have on the background kind of channel, I would prefer to go somewhere where I can have a chat, or at least, have something where someone says something thought provoking and then I can think about it. But I mean, there's horses for courses. It's whatever you're looking for. But yeah, it's just, I find it funny when someone takes the time to make a comment like, I didn't like your video, like, you talk too much. And it's like, well, you could just click off. You could just go elsewhere. Why do you need to try and make someone feel bad, That's the part I don't get. As I've gotten older, I've kind of have started to think more about, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say anything at all. And especially in online space, like, it's very easy just to click away. You don't need to. I don't know, maybe they thought they were giving constructive criticism, but it's like, if I was to follow your constructive criticism, I wouldn't have a channel. There'd be no point. But anyway, on the whole, I get just nice people. It's very rare I get a negative comment. So, I mean, I don't think I get enough eyes on anything to get too many negative comments. I think a lot of the people that see me on YouTube just follow me over from Instagram. They like find me on Instagram and they're like, oh, she's got a YouTube channel, and then they follow over to YouTube, and then you kind of like, they're already your people, if you know what I mean. I'm still trying to decide what the future of the channel is, because I don't think people really watch like project wrap up videos anymore. I don't know, like, I feel like they don't perform. But then again, like, I'm not really looking to perform, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of just want to chat with my folks, like my fiber folks. And I try to do like project diaries, but because I often stop in the middle of projects for months on end, I can then never find my I need to get better at categorizing my footage and that kind of stuff, so I can go back and, finish off those videos. Oh yeah, exactly, Nat. It's like, you can be as rude as you like. It's gonna tell the algorithm that the algorithm will think that you like my video. But I think at this point in my life, I just don't care about people like that. I don't need to impress anybody. I have people in my life that love me for me, so I don't need validation from people on YouTube, like rando people on YouTube. I mean, obviously, I'm always open to feedback from you guys, because you guys are my people. Your opinion actually matters to me, not randos. Just remembered I've got to get back to you too, don't I, Nat? I think you were the last person to email. I need to email you back. I've kind of been not in work mode at all this week, so just been trying to recover from my trip. My dang, what I thought was a lurking illness, which seems to be disappearing. So hopefully by Monday I'll be back on board and raring to go. Exactly, Nat. I do it for my enjoyment. If other people enjoy it, then that's all that matters. much of the bobbin can you guys see? Not a whole heap, hey? Because it's looking quite pretty. I'll turn it around, see if the camera will see it. I don't have much cable. My power cable's quite tight, so I don't know how much. You can kind of see it. It's just on the bottom of the screen. Can you kind of see that? It's kind of shady, but let's see if I can. No, that's made it worse. That has made. No. That didn't help. But you can kind of see it's like a peachy color up the back here, purple, like a green, then purple, and then back to more of the peach again. So that's where we're going with this one. What's shiny, Nat? My singles. So I don't have my overhead light on today either, so you can't. That's not helping. That makes everything look warm anyway. No, it's not really shiny. It's kind of fluffy because I'm not 100% sure what. I think it just says wool. Oh no, there we go. This one does have it's 60% Corriedale, 29% Cheviot, 11% Bond Merino. So that's what I'm spinning right now. So yeah, no, it's a bit more matte. It's not very shiny. It is pretty though. I think it's going to be nice as a fractal. Hair keeps getting on my microphone. Hopefully it's not going every time it does. Had a bit of trouble like separating this fiber though. Like I don't think it was very like the what do they call it? Pin drafting or whatever it is, like that, you know, how usually you can split like a bump of fiber or of top. Usually there's like striations in it and you can strip it. I had so much trouble today splitting this, but it's okay. I think I'm about right. If anything, this third is maybe a little light. That's going to have my long color changes, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. It's spinning quite fine again. The last what do you call it? Top. It's a word that I can't remember today. The last dyed top I got from Azra that I spun really thin too. So that's not too bad, seeing this one's going to be a 3-ply. I don't mind it if the plies are thinner because I'll get probably a better yardage and the yarn won't be quite as thick because I don't use a lot of very thick yarn. That being said, I have finally decided that my favourite yarn weight for jumpers and things is about an 8-ply. So I've got a lot of worsted in the tub that's in the other room, but that's okay. It'll all get used eventually, I'm sure. Just never know what to do with these one-off like 100-gram bumps of fibre that I spin, because it's not really enough to do too much on its own, so I've got to try and find something I can do with them. It's got to advance. Has anybody got anything fun planned for the weekend? don't know what we're doing. I should probably do some tidying up and light decluttering. I'm actually getting the urge to perhaps work on a couple of the knitting machines that I have so that I can get them kind of cleaned up and ready to sell. I mean, once I start pulling out like 200 needles, I might change my mind. So I've got a bunch of them that I've decided I'm not going to use, so I need to get them out of my house. I mean, the next hard part, though, is finding someone to actually take them. So it seems like knitting machines aren't going too badly on Marketplace at the moment. They seem to be a lot pricier than I was expecting, weirdly enough. But then again, are they actually finding buyers at that price? I don't know. Occasionally you see one get sold. Been looking at spinning wheels on Marketplace lately. Because my traveller is not in my good books at the moment, and I think I'm going to have to pull it all apart and glue it together so it doesn't wobble itself loose. You what, Nat? You guys are on a delay, so I never quite know 100% what you're responding to. If anybody responds, I'm like, because I think it's about 13 seconds usually difference. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned the other day when I was talking about Bendigo. I think I mentioned that I wanted to try the guild. Yeah. I know. I really should go in there. Um, but then again, like, should I just make the effort to fix the traveller that I have? Because I do like my traveller. But I think I mentioned that I was interested in the Kiwi um, last week before I went to Bendigo, and I was hoping that I might be able to give it a go. They sold it by the time I got there because they had them as floor models. Because it was there Friday, but because we kind of whipped around, I didn't stop on Friday, and then I don't even remember seeing it. Um, I don't remember seeing the Ashford stall on Saturday. And then by the time I got to the Ashford stall on Sunday, yeah, they'd sold the Joy and they'd sold the Kiwi. So I was a bit sad I didn't get to try it. I don't know that I'd probably be decluttering any fibre because I only have what's in this box here pretty much apart from what I bought on the weekend. So I'm usually getting through my fibre pretty quickly, but it's the yarn which I might be getting rid of some, I don't know. But it's probably not sock yarn though. It'd probably be, yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked yet. I don't like the idea of decluttering my yarn because it's like I bought it for a reason and it seems a shame, like, because I've wanted to use it, but then it's like there's not enough hours in the day to get everything done. I think I'm already like stash acquisition beyond life expectancy? I mean, probably not, but I just need to take the time and actually do it. I think I'm going to have to probably cull a bunch of my quilting stuff because I haven't done any quilting for a very, very long time. And I don't know whether that was just like a flash in the pan hyperfixation that I had. I mean, it lasted a couple of years, but yeah, I haven't really wanted to do any quilting. So I'm probably going to just keep a few bits and pieces of like fabric that I really liked that I wanted to turn into quilts and maybe destash the rest. Because, yeah, space and time and I don't know. I'd probably be more inclined to quilt if I could afford to get them long armed because I just hate I like binding them. I don't like doing the quilting. I just don't really have the budget to get them long armed either. There is a place not too far from me down at Brighton that will do long arm quilting. They've got a computerized quilter, which would be good, but yeah. Money. So yeah, I'm just because I was also thinking, like I used to do a ton of cross stitch, which I don't do anymore, and it's like I've got a couple of boxes of threads, but then it's like they don't take up that much space. So it's like if I did ever want to do cross stitch again, I would need to re-buy everything, and it kind of feels like seeing that doesn't take up too much space is probably worth just keeping stuff like that. But yeah, I think sewing is the biggest thing I just don't enjoy that much. That's probably the one that might need to go, or at least a bulk of my supplies for sewing. Like keep my machines so I can sew if I want to, but yeah, just not have so many bits hanging around. It's just the what do you call it? The everlasting conundrum of like a quilt of a crafter, a multi-crafter. I just really wish I had like a basement or an attic or something that I could store things in. Because then I can keep all of my bits and then just do them as the whim takes me, but I just don't have that luxury. So I've got to somehow make this teeny little room functional for myself, and it's not when I've got to move 50 kilos worth of stuff to get in the room. I'm sure it's not that heavy, but hey, here's a question. Have any of you guys ever had to go through and declutter photos? Because I have a tub like the size of these ones here, full of albums from like photos of my childhood and stuff. And I just don't, it's very heavy and I don't have anywhere to store it. And it's like, do I need to keep all of those? Anybody have any advice about photos? Because surely they're not all great photos. So, like, because you can't recycle photos either, can you? So it's just like trash. I don't know how I feel about my old photos going in the trash for anybody to find. I don't know. It's a very, very weird subject. Decluttering and organizing photos. Got to go through all my sewing whips as well. I've got 2 baskets full of sewing whips. It's like either finish them or toss them, because half of it probably doesn't even fit me anymore. It's probably stuff that I started when I started sewing back in like 2013. It's just so hard, you know? It's like, what do they call it? It's like all of the craft stuff has like so much potential in it. And it's like it's hard to let go of the potential of those items and your excitement for that potential. But it's like energy, time, space. Probably really need to go hardcore like Swedish death cleaning on my house, because nobody I know really in my like family would want any of my craft stuff if I died. So it's like I feel like I need to somehow color. No, I saw something really interesting. It was on Instagram the other day. There was a post about somebody that somebody had written about destashing yarn after somebody passes away, like, and how people who aren't they could be sitting on a small fortune that people just give away or throw away because they don't know the value. And that was really interesting post. I'm pretty sure I saved it on Instagram, so maybe I'll go and repost it, because it's such an interesting discussion, I guess, or thought. And it was like basically telling non-crafty folks what to look for in yarn that could imply that it's worth a lot of money. So yeah, I really maybe I should do a full inventory and like put approximate cost on things, so that if anything did happen to me, somebody could, list and sell stuff to help pay for anything that might arise. This is a bit morbid, isn't it? But I kind of feel like it's something that we should talk about more. I feel like as a society we don't talk about it, like, death enough. But anyway, let's stop being morbid, I guess. Let's talk about something fun. Folks in the chat, are you maximalists? Do you like lots of stuff in your house, or are you minimalists? Inquiring minds need to know. I think the reason I want to declutter at the moment is because I've just been and stayed. It's a large house. I think it's 4 or 5 bedrooms. So it's a large house. So there's a lot of space to spread out the clutter, but it was so open in comparison to my house, and I feel like I'm constantly tripping over stuff in my house. So I've kind of recently had the experience of being in a home where you can actually freely walk about and not trip over it. So I think that's probably what has spurred my desire to declutter a little bit. You're too cluttered, Nat. I think it's the nature of crafters, though, isn't it? We're all a little bit cluttered because you've got materials and tools and stuff all over the place. I'd like to be somewhere probably in the middle of maximalist and minimalist myself. So somewhere like just a happy medium where it's just a bit. I want to be cozy with things that I love around me, but I don't want to be as cluttered as I am. Like, I want to have things that make you, yeah, especially when you do more than one craft, exactly. I want my house to be, I want to be surrounded by things that make me happy and bring me joy. So, like, I like having all my, hand knit blankets around and my quilts that I've made and seeing my yarn stash and things like, so it's like stuff that's cozy, and I like having like light and lamps and things around, little quirky like ornaments and things. Like, I love all of that stuff. But yeah, I want to be cozy with my cute things, but not too cluttered. And for me as well, it's fitting in the Lovebird Lane stuff everywhere. Like, I could probably cut down on a bunch of clutter if I close my business. Have a fair amount more space if I didn't have that stuff around, but right now it's my only source of income, so I'm not getting rid of that just yet. Though it's getting harder and harder to keep going, I tell you what, everything's going up in price. Is it about me shutting my business, Nat? I think there'd be a few people that would have that response as well. I have a very small group of very loyal customers who I appreciate immensely, and I think they would all have that same reaction. I'm having an update next Friday. I've just got to take photos. I was hoping to get some self-striping in this month, but I don't think I'm going to make it in time. It'll have to be for next month. Because going away to Bendigo put a big spanner in that work. So I was like, oh, I can do. Plus, you wouldn't see Elvia. I mean, I could probably still keep doing the YouTube channels and you would see him. He hasn't visited today, has he? He's probably curled up in my spot on the couch downstairs. We're transitioning to him to a new food, so I think he's feeling a bit funny about it. Because I'm trying to transition him slowly, but I think it's like, because it's such a different food, it's like maybe upsetting him a little. He's been a bit quiet the last couple of days. Order pick fit next order when have money. Yeah. Money's the problem, isn't it? Everybody is struggling with the money at the moment. Dang cost of living crisis and all of that rubbish. And I don't know about anybody else, but my husband's wages have kind of, or salary is kind of stagnated. He didn't really get anything, any kind of increase this year, which was disappointing. Means I need to get off my butt and do some more. Get going again. How long have we been going? Nearly 50 minutes. I probably should chuff off shortly. I should go make myself a coffee. So I was thinking going forward, I know I said this last year that I would do regular lives, but I'm thinking going forward, I'm going to pick a Saturday once a month and I will sit down like for an hour once a month. And I pick Saturday because then in the summer, Simon won't be here in the afternoons on a Saturday. So it's not going to kind of cut into any time that we have on the weekend. Because I think usually if we're going to go out on the weekend, we go out on a Sunday. So Saturdays are kind of just better for my schedule. I'm thinking probably something similar, like in the afternoon, like this, 2 p.m. or something. Yeah, it could be anything. It's not necessarily going to be spinning. I could be knitting or weaving or anything that I'm doing at the time. We can just sit and have a chat. Yeah, once a month. I reckon it's doable. I agree. Just like I'll figure I'll just do like, the X number. It was Saturday in the month, like, the third Saturday of the month or whatever. I haven't decided yet. I mean, it probably doesn't really matter. We don't have any, what do you call it, regular kind of things that happen. So I can probably just pick one and make it work. It's not going to bother me. Maybe I should do a poll on my community page or something. Or on Instagram. Because doing it once a month as well will keep all my my software and things up to date, so I don't have the debacle like trying to get started on the first day of Tour de Fleece that I had this year, because I literally hadn't gone live for a year, so nothing was working. At least if I'm doing it once a month, I'm keeping everything up to date, right? All my software and my stream keys and things are all up to date. Well, I think I have to go put my Ugg boots on when I'm done here. My feetsies are so cold. I'm going to go make a coffee and get nice and warm. All right, friends, I think I should start wrapping up. Thank you so much for joining me today. You guys are the MVPs because I didn't even post anything on Instagram and you still showed up, which is amazing. Thank you. And we've got 2 more days of this Tour de Fleece stuff. And then I will pick a Saturday in the month and we can have some lives then too. But I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'm going to, make my coffee, stick my shoes on, my Ugg boots on, and relax, I think. And then get myself planned out for next week, getting back to work. All right, I'm just about finished this current colour, so that can be the end. All right. I'll quickly just show you my bobbin before I head off. So there you go. That's what I've done so far. So it's not too bad for a day spinning, I don't think. I think that's okay. I'm going to head off. Wishing you all well. Take care of yourselves, and I will chat again with you tomorrow.